anything sudden, just like a leaf drifting gently out of a tree, back down to the surface. And as you come back down, tell me the first thing that you see down there below, or the first impression that you have as you come back down to the surface. Are you coming off the cloud yet? When you're ready, tell me what you see. What is the first thing you see as you come down? You can look around, become accustomed to your surroundings. When you're ready, explain the first thing you see around you.
See a woman with a bucket.
A bucket? Is there anything in the bucket?
Water.
And where did the bucket come from? Do you know?
I use it in my house.
So are you getting water for your house? Can you look around and tell me if you see lots of trees or grass? What else do you see?
Houses.
Houses?
And my little girl.
Oh, okay. So you have your little girl next to you? And are you her mother? Want you to look down at your feet. Are you wearing any shoes? What kind of shoes? What do they look like?
They're wooden.
Wooden shoes? How about your clothes? Can you look at your legs and your arms and try to feel what you're wearing? Is it a dress? Is it pants?
It's a dress. It's green.
A green dress?
I have an apron on over it.
And you have a little girl next to you? And what does she look like? How old is she? If you were to guess. 4? And she's right next to you.
She has dimples and brown hair and freckles.
And she's very close to you.
She's playing alongside me, walking with me.
Do you see your house from there, or do you see a path that can lead you to your house?
Yeah, it's behind me.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to go to your house and just look at the exterior of your house.
It's like a cabin.
And what is it made out of? You know?
Wood.
Wood. Is it a big house, a small house, or cabin?
It's normal.
What
It's
time
the same as everybody else's.
They all look similar? Do you have lots of neighbors? Or people who live near you? Can you sense if you're close to them? You know them well?
Yeah, we're all a community.
Is your daughter still with you? Now, I want you to go inside your house. And when you're ready, describe to me what the interior of your house looks like.
It's one room.
Just one room? What else did you see?
A fire on the left.
You can probably even hear the crackle of the fire. I want you to envision having dinner. Go to a time when you've had dinner and you're sitting around the table. Can you tell me who else is with you?
My husband.
Your husband. Anyone else other than the little girl and you? That's it. Can you look at your husband? What does he look like?
He's tall. Handsome. He's dark hair.
Did you make the meal that you're eating? Look down and see if you can pick up on what you are eating.
It's like a stew.
I want you to look at your husband again. Do you know what he does for a living? What he does during the day most of the time?
I know he's outside.
How about you? What do you do most of the day?
Take care of the house.
And your daughter? I want you to look at your daughter again. Look in her eyes. Does she seem familiar to you?
No.
So you spend most of your day tending to the house and your family. Are you happy with your husband? Do you feel happy where you are right now?
Yes.
And do you feel peace?
Yes.
When you're having dinner together, do you have dinner together every night?
Yeah.
Do you see anything else in the house that you want to describe for us?
No.
So what I want you to do is leave the scene, and I want you to move ahead to an important day, a day in this life that you would say was important, a day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We have now moved forward to an important day. When you are ready, describe what is happening. What do you see on this important day?
I'm holding my husband on the ground. He's been shot. He's dying.
Are you at home or are you somewhere else?
Out front.
Do you know who shot him?
No.
How are you feeling right now?
Confused.
Is he still alive or has he already passed?
He's still alive.
And you're holding him? see if there's anything he's telling you right now.
I love you.
And you're feeling confused.
I don't know why this happened.
You're confused as to why he was shot.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Do you feel your husband is confused too?
No. He's scared.
He's scared. Where's your daughter right now?
Behind me.
Is she okay?
She's crying. She's upset.
Hmm.
Her neighbors hands her.
Hmm.
Nobody's doing anything.
Is there anyone else to help you?
Everybody's around, but nobody's doing anything.
They're all shocked as well.
Just watching.
What about the person who shot your husband? Where are they? Do you know? Did they run off? Or do you know where
He's
they went?
there. Just don't know that it's him.
They don't know it's him, but he's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see who it is? Do you recognize this person? Is this someone that you know?
Yeah.
Are you still confused as to why they did this?
Could be. He wants me.
So it was for you?
Mm-hmm.
How does that make you feel right now?
Angry.
Hmm. Okay.
Because I don't love him.
So he hurt your husband to be with you, but you don't love him.
Mm-hmm. He's just part of the community.
Did you know he had these feelings for you?
Yes.
How about your husband? Did he know?
Yes.
Hmm. Do you know if he's been a problem for you guys before this happened?
No.
So how long have you known him for? Since you lived there, or as long as you can remember?
Yeah. We all grew up together.
I'm going to ask you now to leave the scene. And I want you now to move forward to another important day. Another day you consider to be important when something is happening. We have now moved forward. We're leaving this scene and going to another important day. When you are ready, tell me what's happening, what you see, what you sense.
Fire.
See a fire.
The house is on fire.
Your house is on fire. Do you know how that happened?
Somebody did it.
Someone lit your house on fire?
Mm-hmm.
Is it only your house or other houses in the community?
Just
How are you feeling? Are you and your daughter both safe? Where's your daughter?
I'm trying to find her. She was playing.
Mhm. Is it daytime or nighttime right now?
Like sunset.
Do you know how your house caught on fire? Who did this?
He did it.
Is it the same man?
Mm-hmm.
Was he living in the house or was he?
No. I don't have anything to do with him.
So he burnt your
He's
house
angry.
down. Did he think you were inside the house?
No. He's just trying to take everything. Make it so I don't have a choice.
Oh, to force you to be with him?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, okay. How are you feeling right now?
Angry and helpless.
Your entire cottage is burning right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anyone living near you to help you? Is anyone coming to help?
They're trying, but it's too much.
Okay. This must be very emotional for you.
Just so angry.
You're angry at him.
Mm-hmm.
Is he around right now?
Mm-hmm.
Is he speaking to you or is he near you?
He's watching and smirking, looking at me.
What does the community feel about him? Do you know? Do they know that he did this to you?
They assume. I don't know for sure.
Are they scared of him?
Kind of. He's powerful.
So no one really stands up to him.
No.
Do you stand up to him?
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
Does he want you as his wife?
Mm-hmm.
Does he ever interact with your daughter? Does he talk to your daughter?
He tries. She doesn't like him.
She
Usually
doesn't.
hides in my skirt when he comes around. She is right now.
Has this man ever been married?
No.
What does he look like? Can you describe what he looks like?
He's short, skinny, not attractive. Just mean.
He's mean. Is he a bully to many people? Does he act tough and mean to others? Or just you?
Everybody.
On this very traumatic day of seeing your house burning, how long has it been since your husband was killed?
A couple of years.
You've been on your own for a couple of years. Have you been supporting yourself and your daughter?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that has to be hard.
Better than being with him.
So you're working extra hard so that you don't have to be with him.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make him more angry?
Mm-hmm.
Does
He
he
won't give in.
does he scream at you? Does he show aggression towards you?
Yes.
Has he ever hurt you physically?
He's grabbed my arm to
And
keep me from getting away.
you don't back down,
Mm-hmm.
and that angers him.
Mm-hmm. He slapped me a few times in my house.
Has he ever forced himself on you?
No.
Okay, I want you now to leave the scene, and let's move forward to another important day, a day that you consider to be important. When something is happening, we now have moved forward to another important day. When you're ready, tell me what is happening and what you see. Your daughter's house. How old is your daughter now? Is your daughter married? Can you describe what her house looks like?
It's by the water.
Is it in the same town? Or
No.
it's somewhere else?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel? What emotions are you feeling right now? Are you happy? Are you sad? What do you feel like now?
I'm calm
Calm?
as I'm leaving.
You're leaving?
I'm in bed.
You're in a bed?
Mm-hmm.
How does your body feel? Does it feel healthy or does it feel ill? Old and tired?
Mm-hmm.
So you're in bed and are you living with your daughter?
Yeah. I don't want to be here anymore.
Are you ready to leave? What's your daughter doing? Is she right with you right now?
She's downstairs.
Is there anyone else living in your daughter's house? Does she have a family?
Just a husband.
Just a husband. So you're feeling tired. We're going to move you forward now. We're going to leave this scene and we're going to go forward to the last day of your life. We're going forward now to the last day of your life in this lifetime. When you're ready, explain to me what you're feeling, where you are, and what you're sensing. Remember, you are safe. We are just visiting. You do not need to feel any physical symptoms. We are now at the last day of your life. When you're ready, explain what is happening.
I'm in bed.
You're in the same bed.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling?
Sad because my daughter's crying. But I want to go see my husband.
You're ready to go see your husband.
I sleep.
Are you able? You see him now? Are you already past, or are you seeing him coming to get you? You're leaving right now, and your daughter's crying. Now, whatever has happened has happened. You are on the other side of it. From this position, you can look back at the entire life, and you can see it from a different perspective. Every life has a lesson and a purpose. As you look at this life, you can see what there was to learn from it. You're on the other side with a different perspective. And when you're ready, explain what you feel you learned from this life and the purpose it held for you. You can take care of yourself and that you're strong, right? Now that you're on the other side, you can explore a little. Do you feel your husband with you? What else do you feel or sense on the other side? What do you feel like here?
Just in his arms. I feel like he's never with me very long.
Do you feel you've journeyed on Earth or other lifetimes with him before?
Yes, but it's never for long.
So it must feel really good to be with him right now. But it sounds like you know that it's only for a short time before you have to go back.
He'll come back and then he'll be gone.
Do you always meet on the other side? Or perhaps there will be a time when you will be with each other for eternity. But for now, there are lessons to learn and things to do within these lives. Is there anything else you can see or sense on the other side that you'd like to describe? Do you feel at peace?
No.
You don't feel at peace?
No.
What do you feel like? Do you feel anxious? Sad?
Yeah, he's leaving again.
He's leaving right now. He has to go. Will you see him where he's going? Will you be joining him soon?
I don't think so.
Not this time.
I don't think so.
So you feel sad that he's leaving. Is he saying anything to you before he leaves? Okay. Let's move away from the scene. We're gonna leave and we're gonna go continue. We're gonna leave that woman to continue on their path. You can now move either forward or backwards to find another appropriate time and place that has information that we need. another place, moving away and fully aligning to another time and another place. When you're ready, tell me what is happening and where you are. Do you see anything or sense anything?
No.
Okay, that's completely fine. Okay. Now, let's drift away. We're drifting and floating away from all the past lives and the woman there to continue on her journey, knowing she will find the peace. She will find what she is supposed to find. We're leaving her to continue on her journey. She will find peace. She will find what she's supposed to find. We're leaving her to continue on her own path. Now I want all the consciousness and personality of Laura to once again return to the body, to fully integrate back into the body. We're now going to ask permission to speak to Laura's subconscious, her higher self, her Godlight. May I speak to Laura's subconscious, please? I'm asking permission to speak to the higher self of Laura, using her body and her words to express and give clarity for Laura. May I speak to Laura's subconscious, please?
Yes.
So I have permission to speak to you at this time.
Yes.
I respect the power of the subconscious because I know the subconscious takes care of Laura, takes care of Laura's body, and does a very good job of it. I also know that the subconscious has the records of everything that has ever happened to Laura in this lifetime and all the other lifetimes she has ever lived. So I respect the power of the subconscious, and I always ask permission to speak to it and ask questions. Do I have permission to ask questions to you today?
Yes.
Thank you. I know the subconscious would have brought forth many different lifetimes for Laura to see, but you chose to bring forth this lifetime for her to see. Why did you pick this lifetime for her to see? Why was it so important for her to see this lifetime? What did you want her to learn about herself today?
To enjoy and appreciate what she has and what she hasn't.
Does Laura sometimes get caught up in her wants and forgets of all the blessings she has?
Just always looking forward.
So So to help her appreciate all that she has in this now, that's a beautiful lesson. It wasn't an easy life she lived.
None of them are.
She chooses to have a lot of hardship in her lifetimes. Why do you think that this is her choice? Why do you think this happens? Can you say that again?
Learning
To learn.
to help others.
So
She knows.
Go on.
So she knows
So she knows what?
what they're feeling.
Did these lifetimes help her embrace her purpose?
Yes.
Laura's a bit confused on what her purpose is. She knows she wants to help people, and she has a sense that she's a healer. Can you confirm or give details on what her purpose is? Is she right to think that she has healing ability?
Yes.
What kind of healing ability does she have?
Whatever she chooses.
Wow, that's pretty powerful. So are you here to tell her that the choice is hers and she just needs to embrace it? She really desires to do hands-on healing, real miraculous healing, where people's diseases and disorders can be fixed with just her touch. Is she able to embrace that?
Yes.
Is there
She just has to trust it.
Okay. Is there anything energetically, because we know how powerful the subconscious God light within is and how powerful you are for Laura, is there anything you can do energetically throughout her body now to release any resistance around her not owning this truth within her? I know I've seen and I've heard you do miraculous things, that this energy is so powerful that any disease or any illness can be healed in an instant. So surely you can transmute any energy that's resisting this, resisting her from embracing her true gifts. Can you help transmute anything that may be carried in her DNA or belief systems passed on to her? Can you transmute that for her? Is there anything she needs to do when she wakes and continues in this life so that she can embrace this gift? In other words, are there any thought patterns or anything she does or thinks about that intrudes with this process? Anything you can make her aware of at this time?
She needs to meditate.
Meditate.
She has to stop doubting it.
She's pretty powerful when she taps into this energy, isn't she? And you're always there for her, aren't you? Is it you that she's tapping into when she does these healings, when she embraces it? No? Can you explain where this is coming from? Where her healing is coming from?
No.
Okay. But it is possible for her to do hands-on healing?
Yes.
Will she heal herself first, or is there someone else she will heal first?
She's already healing herself.
She's not ready to heal herself?
She's already healing herself.
moment? Is she healing herself? Very good. Do you need time to go through her body now and transmute anything that is not of her truth? Great. I'm going to allow you to do that before I go on to her other questions. But I feel and sense it happening as well. And I am so grateful. And I know Laura is so grateful for the healing that can be happening here today, in this moment, in this now. It doesn't take much time, does it? Can I ask you another question, or do you need more time? Okay. I'll give you more time. She's very curious to know, and if you can give her an idea of how many lives she has had. I know that she could have had lives on different planets as well. Can you give her some type of idea of how many past lives she has had? Hundreds, yes. So she's a very evolved soul to have so many lives then, correct?
Yes.
Has each life held the same purpose, or?
Yes.
And what again is that purpose?
To learn.
To learn.
So she can heal.
So she can heal. Can she now embrace that in this life? After all these lives she lived, she's very eager to embrace this inner healer within her. Will she be able to do that now?
Yes.
That's very exciting. Very exciting. So her past lives were to teach her to heal. In this life, she also has had some traumatic events, as you know, and one was that she was attacked by a friend, a friend of her boyfriend's in the past. Is this someone that she knew in a past life, or?
Yes.
Who was it? Was it anyone in the life that we explored today?
Yes.
Okay. Was it the man who shot her husband?
Yes.
Wow, okay. That gave me chills. So, there's some of that energy still present in this life?
Yes, she keeps rejecting him.
And he keeps coming back to her lives too? Is there anything that she needs to do now to cut cords or transmute anything that can be accomplished and completed in this moment between her and this energy, this man, to stop the cycle? Is that possible right now to do? Or is there more to learn?
She learned from this one.
Has the cycle ended? Will he continue to show up in her lives, or is this it for her? Or is this her last life?
No.
Do many questions. Let me ask this question. Her husband in the past life, was that her twin flame?
Yes.
And in this current life that she's experiencing and focusing on, is he in the physical with her in this life?
Yes.
And does she know him?
Yes.
And energetically, does he recognize her energetically, meaning sensing this connection?
Yes. He loves her.
Sometimes he can be very hot and cold with her. Can you explain why he gets close and then pulls back?
She knows. She told you.
That's what I thought. Is he afraid to get close because he's afraid she's going to leave again? They keep leaving each other?
No.
Oh, can you explain for me then?
That's what she did to him. The first wife.
What she did to him?
His first wife.
Oh, that. Oh, I see. Okay, yes. But since we know that there is deeper meaning and that his life in this reality stems deeper, I'm referring to the life that we went to visit before. They always seem to have a short journey together. Laura feels that they don't have much time together before they have to separate. Is that sort of what Laura feels with him in this physical as well when he
Yes.
pulls back?
But she knows why he does it.
Yes, she does. Is there anything that Laura can do to help him or say? Is there anything you can guide her in the moment when she is with him to do or say to help him?
Acknowledge it.
Okay. She's doing a really good job of knowing where his wounds are and giving him space. Should she continue on that journey?
Yes.
And if she continues on that journey, will he eventually let go of his fear of being close to her?
Yes.
So is Laura doing everything right now with him?
Yes.
I suggested to Laura that she speak to his soul, where she can just breathe into his energy and talk to him as if he was standing in front of her, and he may be able to receive better that way. Would that help her and him?
She's doing it.
She's doing it right now. Should we allow
No.
space for? Oh, she is doing it already. Okay, that's great. So should she continue doing that?
Yes.
You can take that cover off if you really want. So it sounds like she just needs to be patient with him.
Mm-hmm.
Laura also has a reoccurring dream. It's not a pleasant one. It's of her being abused and seeing a man. She sometimes sees it as if she's viewing herself outside of her body. Can you give light onto why these dreams keep coming to her and what's the meaning behind them?
They're from the past.
So it's more past life stuff surfacing.
Yeah, she hasn't had them in a long time.
That's good. From visiting this past life where she had another violent experience and of this same soul of the one in her current life who attacked her, is it possible that this is also the same soul from these dreams? Does it not matter?
No.
Okay. So really when it comes down to it, it just comes down to the lesson that it presents. Very good. So Laura has had some experiences with aliens. She sometimes questions if it was her imagination or if she really did see these grays. Can you confirm or deny if she has seen aliens? Did she truly see those aliens?
She does.
Does she have a connection with these aliens? Do they know her, or are they trying to get information from her? Or is it just a random encounter?
They know her, but they don't take her.
Do they know not to mess with her? Is there a reason why they don't take her or interact with her?
They're just observing.
Are they harmless? Or do they?
Yes.
Okay. So they don't have any ill intention?
No.
And Laura, is she at peace when she sees these aliens?
Now, yes. Before, no.
Okay. So now she knows she's safe when she sees them. Is there anything she needs to do as far as communicating or maybe automatic right? Or should she just let it be regarding the aliens?
Let it be.
It'll happen if it needs to happen.
They're just like curious children, just watching.
Just watching, okay. Well, that makes sense. Are they observing human nature? Humankind?
They are, but they're curious about her.
They're curious about her. Are there certain abilities she holds or a certain light that she has that makes her more interesting than others?
It's the way she thinks about things.
Okay. Can they hear her thoughts then? And are they creating or taking down information from her thoughts for some reason? Or?
They're just fascinated.
It must be fascinating, yes, and they must be using or gathering this information if they keep visiting her like that. So Laura has a different way of thinking.
Yes.
What is it that is special about the way she thinks that sets her apart from others?
She sees why.
She sees the why. Is Laura very intuitive? Is this something that do you think she's fully embraced this part of her, or does she need to embrace it more?
More. It's almost there.
Is there anything we can do in this moment now where she can trust her intuition more? Can you do anything to clear her third eye or transmute any energy blocking or feeding her doubt?
Yes.
Okay. Can we do that now?
Yes.
And because I'm intuitive, I am picking up that she may start to see things more often, whether orbs or lights or movement. Is that what I'm receiving valid?
Yes.
Okay. And she won't be afraid of this. It'll fascinate her. I think she will be welcoming of this as she's ready to move to a new chapter and to really embrace her soul purpose. After today, will it be easier for her to embrace her soul purpose?
Yes.
Do you feel part of her purpose is to counsel or give guidance to others?
Yes.
Is there anything that me, Julia, can do to assist her moving forward, since I have sort of gone through that process myself?
Teacher.
Okay, that's what I was getting. Well, I can definitely do that. Thank you. So, another thing that she gets quite often is migraines, and she's over it. What's causing these migraines?
Too much energy coming at her.
That's what I got, built up energy. Do you think now that you've worked on her third eye and her trust, do you feel this will help her with her migraines, releasing that energy by doing her gift?
Yes.
Okay, so that's just trapped energy in her head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that feels really, really good. Okay, so if she is open to embracing her gift from this point on, it's needless to say her migraines will go away.
Mm-hmm.
She also has this birthmark on the back, and she's had it since she was a baby, and it's changed a bit, but it does hurt when she touches it. Is this significant in any way?
That's how she died.
That's how she died. And I'm assuming this is a different life than the life we visited?
Yes.
And can you not, unless it's not important, and I trust in what you want to tell us, but do you want to tell us what happened in that life as to how she died?
She was shot.
She was shot, okay. And again, if it's not important, we don't need to explore it, but was it before or after the life that we visited? And if it's not important, it's okay, because I know where you are. There really is no time and space, is there?
After.
After. Okay. That sounds about right. I'm picking up, and correct me if I'm wrong, because this is you would know better, but I'm picking up that she did have a phase in her past lives where she stood up for women's right and for those who were not treated humanely. Is it possible that this is the life, one of the lives with this gunshot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. She had another question about an old injury she had at the job that she's at. Or I'm not sure if it's from the job she has now, but it's an injury that resulted in her pinky being numb. It was from an elbow injury. Is there any way we can, I know there's a way, I know it's possible, will you allow the healing of this numb pinky and elbow injury to happen? In other words, can she go back to her all is well energy right now regarding this? Or is she holding on to resistance that we can at least help her with? feel like you're there, I'm just going to give you space to do this, okay?
It's gonna take more time.
Okay. So kind of like an onion with layers. Did we at least dissolve a layer? As you were doing this, being intuitive as I am, I picked up on there's some self-love issues that was blocking it and self-worthiness. I'm not sure where this stems from with her, but can we do some energy work around that now?
Yes.
And also feel free to give her any homework or things she needs to do to help her embrace her beauty and her perfect divine self so she can love herself fully.
She needs to do what she tells people.
So take her own advice.
Yes.
Is there a reason why she's not? I know many people suffer with this, not being able to love herself fully. I do feel she is good at honoring herself and her time and her worth in many areas of her life, but that deep love for herself, is this stemming from something in her past?
No, this life.
This life. So if it's just active in this life, it makes sense to say it should be pretty easy to correct since it's only active in this life and not rooted in deep past lives. Okay, well that's good news. So can you work on that or give her some homework assignments on what she can do to help with that? There's anything she needs to change in her thought patterns, or if it's something that'll just happen naturally is fine as well. If there's anything you can shed light on, otherwise I can move on to other questions.
It'll happen.
Okay, so it will happen naturally. Well, that's always a good thing. Very good. Okay. So, another question that she had is, she was always told that she looks a lot like her grandmother and was told that she, or felt that she was her grandmother's twin who died. Can you shed some light on that? Was she her grandmother's twin?
Yes. They don't look like them.
Oh, they don't look alike. Do they just act alike then? Similar? Okay. And is her grandmother's energy with her? Is she her spirit guide or helping her in this life? But she is with her. Have they had more than one past lives together?
Yes.
So there's a real soul connection there then?
Not many.
Not many, okay. Is there anything that her grandmother needs or needs to express, or is there anything active within her grandmother's energy?
No.
Okay, so she's just there as a comfort?
She's watching to learn.
She's watching to learn from Laura?
Yes.
Wow. I picked up on that too. Now, Laura, she wants to quit smoking, but she doesn't want to be repulsed by it, like, where she gets physically ill by being around it. But she does want to stop smoking. Will it be easier for her now to do that? Or is there some things that she still needs to work on before this is possible? And if so, what is that?
It'll be easier.
I'm sorry?
It'll be easier, but it won't be easy.
Okay, it will be easier, but it won't be easier. In the moments when she's very drawn to smoke, is there something that she can do, either tap into your energy or something she can do to find more strength to make it easier, or is that also going to happen naturally?
That'll happen.
Okay. So just being aware that it'll be easier is all that it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She sometimes suffers with depression and anxiety. Is there
That's other energy.
more? Is that energy again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So does that mean when she does her gift and steps into her purpose, that will just basically diminish completely?
Yes,
Awesome.
she needs to meditate.
Meditate is huge. That's come up a few times, so she needs to put that on her calendar and do it every single day.
Work the noise.
And how long do you think she should meditate for every day?
30 minutes.
That sounds doable. And is she better meditating in the morning or the evening?
Morning.
Okay. So she needs to honor herself by doing that every day for herself.
Mm-hmm.
And that will help her with depression, anxiety, and also help her embrace her gift.
Yes.
So she had a question regarding cervical precancer. She's had it come up a couple times in her tests. Is there any light you can shed on that or ease her worry around that?
It's not an issue.
Don't even give it energy.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep living and don't even give any attention to it. I got the same thing. Kind of on the same wavelength. She just has a few more questions here. There's some bladder issues that is, I believe she said, a family hereditary. Is this the same as the cervical, or is there anything she needs to do regarding this, or anything that needs to be healed?
It's not going to be an issue.
Again, not going to be an issue. I got the same thing. She also would like to have 20/20 vision.
She needs to wear her glasses.
She needs to wear her glasses. Oh. So again, too much energy towards it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe if she goes with the flow, it'll just happen quicker.
Mm-hmm.
I am assuming when she embraces her purpose and does some of her healing work, she will see the benefits of that healing on herself as well.
Correct.
She also has times where she has low energy level or lacks motivation. I think I know the answer to this, but is there any light you can shed on why this is?
It's other people's energy.
Again, okay, other people's energy. So protecting cutting cords is a big thing for her during meditation she can incorporate.
Yes.
Do you feel also when she embraces her gifts and starts practicing and helping people that this may help shift this as well?
Yes.
Okay. Now she has a desire to speak and understand lots of languages, or maybe not lots, but different languages. Do you see this happening in her future?
It's not why she's here.
It's not her purpose. So be at peace with it not happening.
If she's meant to learn it, she will.
Exactly. I got the same thing. What about singing? She would love to sing. Can she do that?
That's not why she's here.
It's not why she's here.
It would be a distraction.
So she has a very, very specific purpose here on earth, and that energy should be channeled to that purpose of healing.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Physically, she has some desires. She would like sun damage to go away, cellulite, all these human things that we are bothered with. Stretch marks, saggy skin after weight loss, eye bags. Is there anything that you can tell her regarding this, or is there anything you can correct to help the process?
She needs to follow her own advice.
Follow her own advice. Again, that's come up a couple times. Again, do you feel she'll see the positive effects in her body when she does what she loves?
Yes.
It's that high vibration where everything flows, correct?
Yes.
When she does what she loves, will everything in her life start to auto-correct?
Yes.
She has arthritis sometimes that flares up in her hands. Why is that?
She doesn't.
It no longer exists. I love that. That's perfect. Why activate the past when it no longer is valid? Very good. If you don't mind, I would love to ask if there's anything that you would like to share with the world or with Laura specifically, or anyone that you feel you would like to express or that needs to be known at this time. No?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Okay. Now I'm going to ask the subconscious to recede back to where it belongs with much love and gratitude for the help and information it has been giving Laura today. I know she is going to appreciate all the information that came forth. I'm also going to ask all the entities from the other lives that we visited to recede back into the past, to the time where they belong, with much love and gratitude for the information they have given us. And remember, the things you were watching are from the past. They belong in the past. And we leave them in the past. We only brought them forward as a curiosity to learn from, to have information to help us with the present lifetime. In that way, they were valuable and have importance. But as Laura listens to this recording and goes over the material and puts it into place, it will not bother her in any way, mentally or physically. That's very important. It will not bother her in any way, physically or mentally. Now I want all the consciousness and personality of Laura to once again return fully and integrate back into the body completely. Now all of the consciousness and personality of Laura is once again fully integrated back into the body, replacing all the other parts we were speaking to. Now I want Laura to move up, up, up through time and space and orient yourself back into the present day and time. This is July 20th, Monday, and we are in St. Charles. You just had a very interesting experience. I want you to remember that the present life you are living now is the most important life of all, because it's the one you are focused on at this present moment. any information we can find in this way is valuable, but it will not bother you in any way, mentally or physically, as you understand it and put it into place. That is very important. It will not bother you in any way. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count to 10. And on the count of 10, you will be wide awake, feeling wonderful all over, as though you've had a nice nap, a nice sleep. You will feel truly rested and refreshed. Anytime you do this, it will always be an enjoyable experience. Now follow me up as we go. On the count of 10, you'll be wide awake, feeling wonderful all over. 1, 2, you are beginning to breathe a little faster. Your blood is beginning to circulate a little faster because you're beginning to wake up now. 3, 4, you're becoming aware of the body, very much aware of the physical body. You can move your arms and legs around to get the muscles working and the blood circulating, because it gets tiring laying in this position for so long. We're getting everything moving again because you're very much aware of your physical body. You're focused on it now because you're beginning to wake up now. 5, 6, you're becoming aware of the sounds in the room and the sounds outside of the room. You're very much aware of your physical surroundings. You're oriented back here in this time, in this place. You are beginning to wake up now. 7, 8, you're coming up very nicely now, very nicely. 9, 10, wide awake, feeling wonderful all over. How are you?